And what Chapman found, the osteopath Chapman found back in the 30s and 40s and working in osteopathic hospitals, there were these areas of the body which were tender nodular areas. And when you palpate them, they were tender. When you rubbed them, it seemed to help the patient. And they were all located segmentally associated with different organs. And so that most of them were intercostal and posterior at the same level. So if you had a liver problem and the patient would have a liver problem, there would be tenderness, if you palpated it, most of the time, at the Chapman's reflex for the liver, about the 6th intercostal space or so on the right. And that tenderness is like trigger points in there. You can palpate them. And those trigger points, those palpatory things, are being driven by the pattern from the liver through the spinal cord, making a reflex pattern to it's like a viscerosomatal pattern. And then what happens is it changes the intercostal muscle function. And the intercostal muscles, every time you breathe, the intercostal muscles should cause your ribs to elevate and depress. When there's an interference from a specific organ at a specific level, if it's the liver on the right, all of a sudden, maybe the liver doesn't move the same on the right. The liver reflex is impeded, so the intercostals don't move the same on the right as they do on the left. And all of a sudden, you've got another imbalance coming from a viscera, but it's also a neurological or structural feedback, which is causing asymmetry in the brain. Now, what you'll find out is if there's an asymmetry coming from the right side because of a liver problem, it's going to affect the left midbrain, left mesencephalon.